Hey, so I'm back. It's 2 weeks after the last time I went to Camp 30 and I got the boot, but I still have a lot of shots I got to get, and so I'm taking a little chunk of this afternoon. It's overcast, it's cloudy, and I'm gonna head on out and see if we can get the last few little backgrounds I need, and then we'll be good to go. But first things first.
Welcome to Timor's Music Order.
Hi, can I grab a large double please?
Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay, one any travel entry, please.
Thank you. I didn't even really need this coffee, but it's against the law to go on any kind of road trip in Canada without going to Tim Hortons first. This is the absolute last time I will ever come here. I think about all those times I was here before and never saw a cop once, so I'm not too worried about today. I noticed just in the past couple days, just everything's starting to bloom. It's exactly what happened last year. Even from when I was here on the 10th, which is just over 2 weeks ago, you can start to see it starting to get that green peach fuzz of stuff starting to grow back. It just sucks. I got my list here. All my shots kind of printed out. All right, so let's go do this. Let's finish it up. So it's going well. This is awesome. The weather's perfect. Nobody's here except for a couple freaks on the roof, which is, that's standard practice for Camp 30. I hate that I have to do this, but I'm really happy with how the shots are coming out. It's awesome. I wish I could show you guys more shots, but here's one that I finished from last week. This was one that I really thought was going to be a big problem, but it worked out great, and I'm happy with it, and life is good. So I did it. I actually did it. I actually set out to do something the way I intended, and it worked out. It stayed cloudy the whole time. Now it's getting sunny and starting to rain, but I got all my shots. Another thing I had to deal with was I have a few robot point of view shots, POVs, and those are surprisingly tricky. Because originally I was just going to put some filters on it and be like, whatever. I thought I could whip up a quick, graphic display kind of thing, or a HUD, heads-up display. But it's hard. It's hard. Good design is hard, and we're all so accustomed to seeing amazing heads-up displays like in Iron Man and, Minority Report, The Matrix, and all that. So I started messing with one for a few nights, and man, it looked like crap. It was just awful. I think you either have an eye for that kind of stuff or you don't, and I don't. I mean, I'm not totally lazy. I gave it a whirl, and, it was okay. But I think it's better that I leave this sort of thing to a professional. So after my failed attempt, I was thinking, it'd be nice if... I wish I could just go online and buy a HUD, because this is a pain in my butt, and it's just a waste of my time. So I went online and I just Google searched like HUD template, and all these sites came up. It was awesome. So I went, and for $30 I got like a whole little HUD kit, and you can just kind of build your own. And even if I just take it, even if I just download it and slap it straight on my footage, it's going to look 10 times better than the thing that I had made. This place is actually quite nice when you're not trying to get anything done, when you're just like hanging out here by yourself. And there's been another sad realization, and that's probably that I'm not going to finish when I was hoping. Shocking. I really wanted to be done by June 1st, but that's like, 5 weeks away. I wanted to be done by the 2-year anniversary of our first meeting, which was May 29th, and that's not going to happen. Then I was like, well, maybe I could have it done for June 30th. It's going to be, I'm working hard every day, but I think that's still a lot to go, considering no robot shots have been done, and it is robot attack, so you might want to spend some time on the robot. Bugs. So yeah, June 30th is probably not going to happen. To be honest, I don't really feel like releasing it in the summer. I was kind of hoping the kids could they could release it when they're in school, so they could, have their moment, because, hopefully a few of their friends watch it. And on summer vacation, you don't talk to a lot of people, so I'm kind of bummed that I won't make it. At the same time, that gives me the summer to wrap stuff up and then hopefully aim for September. And then it's got to be done by then, because I need to go back to start doing, work that pays. Robot Attack is just like this thing that just sucks the life and money out of you. So this past weekend we had an interesting family event, and because these episodes are largely for the kids, you'll have to indulge me here because Brandon asked me to include this clip in the next Robot Attack episode. Okay, so when we started this thing, Brandon was only 6 years old, Dilly was 5. They were so young. And at the time, I didn't know if Brandon especially was going to be able to do this sort of thing because he was just crippling shy. He was so shy. But, you know, as we got out and we filmed more stuff, he started coming out of his shell a bit. And I think the kids seeing themselves on TV gave them a bit of confidence. You know, and then even if you go back and watch some of the episodes, you can kind of see him starting to crack jokes and take shots and stuff, and kind of coming out of that crippling shyness. What are you doing? What kind of run is that?
I'm trying to run slow because you're fat and you can't run fast.
So Rachel and me were both super shy as kids, and it's tough, and we didn't want him to be like that. So the Robot Attack stuff, I think, helped a bit. And then out of nowhere, he started kind of showing an interest in dance, like breakdancing. And I was just like, ooh, I don't know, bud, if that's your thing. But, you know, if you want to give it a whirl, let's try it. I mean, so he started taking classes, and he started really taking an interest in it. And then this weekend, he did his first recital, and he had to dance. He had to make up his own solo and then dance in front of almost 800 people by himself. And I was just floored. It was awesome, you know. For me, at his age, that would have been the definition of hell. I couldn't have done it. So yeah, I apologize for derailing the episode, but here's my son rocking out. So yeah, that's that. It was an interesting weekend for sure. I think the lesson for other parents to take away from this is that Robot Attack cures excessive shyness.